Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this time-elapse of the drawing of the Herbalist. This is a unique character card in Feed the Kraken. This is Michael, one of the designers of Feed the Kraken. Today, we will talk about the vision behind the artworks of the game, and I am joined by our artist, Hendrik Noack.
Hi everybody, I'm Hendrik. I'm the illustrator for Funtails games and also for spiel-instabil. I've been working on Glenmore 2 and Funtails since beginning of 2019, I think. And I'm working on Feed the Kraken since autumn last year.
And we've got Steffen Rühl.
Hello, I'm Stephan. I'm the managing director of Funtails games and one of the founders. And I'm happy to be here today.
I remember it was about exactly 1 year ago when I first met Hendrik at the Spiel convention in Essen, 2019. And at that point, we were still looking for a cool artist to do our illustrations.
Right. So Matthias Kramer, the author of Glenmore 2, was there on the booth also. And Steffen's plan was to have me there to sign some boxes for the players who were happy to get their copy of Glenmore in their hands. Yeah, that's when I went to the booth, and not far away I saw someone who looked. I thought, what are these? What is this pirate gang here? And that was you, Michael. And then Steffen told me that you have something planned, and we started talking.
Yes, I remember. I remember you had the signature session, and you were sitting over there, doing your signatures into the boxes. I remember that. Yes. And then I remember exactly. I think the first sentences we swapped. I said, I've got this this vision of Feed the Kraken, and it should be an adventure, but it's like one of these tough journeys and adventures.
Yeah, actually, the way you said it back then was you wanted it to be not Cthulhu, but Cthulhu.
Isn't that nice?
So,
if you're an artist and you want to know what you need to do, and you get these specific wishes, you know?
Yeah, I always love when my clients exactly know what they want. And so I don't have to be creative on myself.
I remember that. The other thing was I wanted to have this Cthulhu feeling with having this mysterious dark images and these monstrous things, but I didn't want to sit upon of the Cthulhu themes. I wanted to have like this simple Kraken without having the Kraken being like a really monster. My whole vision was to have it in our world, but just a couple of 100 years ago. But not being in like an alternative universe, but being like in this world. And of course, at that time, you had these legends of mysterious sea monsters being enormous, attacking ships and everything. So that was the fear that the sailors really had at that time. And we sailed a couple of months going over this big ocean, and people, they didn't have internet or anything that they could like really research, but they would hear these stories of these legendary creatures under the water. And then they would go on the ship and they would not know, will I survive this mission? Will we reach our destination? My vision was to give the players this feeling when they start our game. We are all on the same boat. We are one team. We have to stick together if we want to survive.
Yeah, and one thing I also remember is that I said that we're not going to get rid of some influence of Monkey Island, because I'm a huge Monkey Island fan. And so maybe I was thinking back then my vision was something between Cthulhu and Monkey Island. And
I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect.
Perfect mix.
Yes, we've got some big Monkey Island fans on our team as well. And Tobias is a huge fan. And I think Steffen, you've got very good memories.
Yes, first as a player in the 90s when it came out, and later I was actually working for LucasArts for 5 years and had
What? You didn't tell me about that?
Didn't I?
No, okay. I knew about Gothic 1, but I didn't know about LucasArts.
Okay, I was a product manager for LucasArts for 5 years and had some of the later titles. So I didn't tell you about my time at the Skywalker Ranch. Where it was. So we have plenty to talk about. No, I have some photos. But that was a funny story because it was not allowed to take photographs on the Skywalker Ranch.
So you have been there for real?
I've been there for real, and it was in
impressed.
2003 or something, and I had a small camera, one of the first digital cameras, when the first photographs were taken digitally, for those who remember that they were analog before. And we were going for supper, for lunch, and they have their own restaurant in the Skywalker Ranch. It's like a room with, I don't know, maybe 10 tables. And it was George Lucas sitting there.
Oh.
And so I took my camera, I took 2 or 3 pictures just from the hip, But you have a resolution of, I don't know, 100 by 100 pixel or something. And I was telling, when I got back, I told everyone this you see this gray area here? This is George Lucas. Everybody said yes, and that's the Skywalker Ranch behind it, right? I said, yes, it is. So Monkey Island, okay, getting back to that, it's fantastic. I still love this one riddle. I was really stuck. I don't remember if it was in the first or the second game, where he's thrown into the water, Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah.
He's connected to the stone.
Right.
And you try to get away and not drown with the stone tied to your feet. And what you do, you pick up the stone and leave. It's like,
It's
so fun.
kind of genius in a way, because it's it's the perfect example for thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
I think of thinking creative, because the solution is so like it's right beneath your feet, right? And you don't get it in the first minutes or hours or month. Especially back then, when you couldn't go to the internet and read how can I move forward. You had to figure out everything by yourself, or talk to classmates or something, and they didn't know either. I had a problem.
Yeah. And
I
sometimes
remember
you
that.
just woke up and you remembered what it could be, and you turned on your PC and tried it, and sometimes it worked. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have some stories about Monkey Island. Now we need some stories of Cthulhu. Do anyone of you worship any ancient gods?
All of them.
All of them.
Actually, yes.